Hi there, Prescott Valley. This is Lori Hunt, and I am the Vice Mayor of Prescott Valley. And I am so glad you're tuning in today because I have a very special guest with me today, a colleague, and her name is Susie Roth, and she's actually on the Humboldt Unified School District Governing Board and also the County Schools Librarian.
Yep.
So thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Sure. You and I had the privilege of spending part of a day recently at Coyote Springs Elementary School where we did exit interviews for the 6th graders. It's my 3rd year and it's one of my most favorite things to do in the school. What did you think?
Well, I had never gone but heard a lot about it, so I was glad to have the time to do that. It was spectacular. Our kids are really well prepared, and it was nice to hear the culmination of everything they've learned and done K-6 moving forward into middle school. So
our future is very bright.
Yes.
So today we're going to chat about the need for library books in our school libraries. Susie, tell me what Bring on the Books program is and why you started the program, and thank you, by the way.
Sure. So as the Yavapai County School Librarian, I visit schools all over the county. Last year I visited more than 30 schools and did collection analysis and assessment on everybody's collections, and it didn't matter where I went. Our school library collections are pretty sad looking, and it was very frustrating to me because I know many of our kids, for them, this is their library. And for especially the rural communities that we have in our county, you know, this is their space. And the books were so old, and if they weren't very old and outdated, they were very well loved. And by that I mean they just couldn't be taped one more time.
Aww.
And so I really made it a mission to figure out how to bring new books into our school library collections. And Bring on the Books was a great way to do that. And there are 3 ways that you can donate. You can go to bringonthebooks.info and select a school, select a book, and that book gets sent to the Yavapai County Free Library District. We process the book, including a book plate inside, and send the book to the school. You can also send a check to the Yavapai County Free Library District, and I will purchase on behalf of you to whichever school you'd like. And again, all of the books will have a book plate. And the 3rd option is you can pick from a list of the top 100 books that are checked out within the county, K-12, and again send it to the Yavapai County Free Library District. We'll process it and get it to the schools.
So tell me, because I saw the list, the 100 list, how did the books get picked per school?
So I start, each of the schools that I work with have an Amazon wish list of books.
Okay.
I start the list and then turn the list over to the school library staff. They work with the teachers, the principal, and they maintain that list. So it is not a list that I maintain. So it's a list that they add to all the time. Based on the need from the teachers, the principal, and the students even requesting books.
That's great. So let's talk about price. I saw some books around $5 on the list, and then I saw a box set for $109, I think, for the high school. I know not everyone can afford some of the more costly books, but maybe we can get some service clubs or some businesses involved. Have you hit all of them up, or how can I help?
Well, it is my goal to really involve the entire community of Prescott Valley and beyond. I really feel that if people in our county knew the situation in our school library collections, that they would really understand that our kids deserve better, right? And want to contribute in some way. So if you go to bringonthebooks.info, you can donate those 3 ways. If you do choose to purchase a book from the list or from the Amazon wish list or the top 100 list, I would suggest and encourage you to purchase a hardback or a library bound book rather than a paperback.
Great. How many schools are participating countywide?
Currently, I believe there are 27 schools on the Amazon wish list, but I have 3 additional schools that I have yet to put on the list that I've just started recently working with. So I'll be adding them to the list, and in the fall when they get back to the libraries, they will be adding to that list as well.
Great. So tell me about the timing. How long has this program been available, and does it have an end date?
So thanks for asking that, because a lot of people wonder, when is it over? My goal is for this program never to end. Good. And we started in September. Since September, we have, as of this week, every Monday I get an updated account of what's been purchased. So we have over $12,000 has been purchased through Amazon wish lists, and we have also more than $7,000 that has been sent in cash and or check donations to me specifically to purchase on their behalf. And let me just say, if you want to send money to the library district in care of, bring on the books to a specific school to have us purchase for you, I do that at a considerable discount, so your money goes a lot further. I use one of the publishing vendors that we have contracted with, and so I get a 46% discount on nearly all materials. Not all, but most of them.
And then let me give that address. So it's Yavapai County Free Library District in care of Bring on the Books and your school name. And then it's at 1971, that's 1971, Commerce Center Circle, Suite D in Prescott, Arizona, 86301.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. And you can find all that information on bringonthebooks.info.
Great. So we have a flyer here we're going to show, and we want to share it. And it has 3 facts that are shocking about the books in our county school libraries.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
So as I said, I visited more than 30 libraries in the county, and our school, the average age of the books in our school library collections is 1993.
Oh my goodness.
So that is one statistic that I just, it shocks me every time I say it, and really it's unbelievable that our kids have biographies on people that they not only have never heard of, but probably will never really appreciate, Biographies on Carol Burnett, which, awesome human being, wonderful woman, but I don't think our 3rd graders really know much about her. So books on technology from the 90s, books on space and things like that from the 80s even. It's really quite sad. So that's one statistic. Another is that if they're not old, they're really well loved, as I said, and just, they've been checked out hundreds and hundreds of times and glued and taped, and, they're really in need of replacement. So that's another thing. And I think the 3rd statistic on there is that schools have very little, if any, budget for books. So it is not unusual for K-6 especially to have book fairs, sometimes 2 and 3 a year. That Scholastic Book Fair is great, but it does not bring the replacements or add to the collection in a way that really is needed. So, and most of our schools have, that's their budget if they have any. So it's really a problem, I think.
Wow. So we kind of talked about it. Do you want to add anything? If someone doesn't have Amazon, can they still purchase books?
You can purchase from that top 100 list. You can just send a check, however you'd like to do it. Just send it to the Yavapai County Free Library District at that address, 1971 Commerce Center Circle. And in care of Bring on the Books, and specify which school you would like your money to go to. Some people, and even if you don't want to pick a school, any school, and then I will take a look at the ratio of funding and who has and who hasn't received books.
In the need.
So, yeah.
So you know my hubby, Dean Hunt, retired in June from Coyote Springs.
Yep.
So I went on just recently, and in less than a few minutes, I ordered 5 books for Coyote Springs from their wish list in honor of Dean's retirement. So I'm hoping the plate says Mr. Dean, because it's so important, you know, and he loved those kiddos so much. So I have some other thoughts about fundraising too, so you and I are going to share offline.
I am willing and ready to listen to any thoughts anybody has. If you know of a group, a club, an organization where you would like me to come and speak to, please reach out to me. I feel very passionate that if people just knew, I think it would make all the difference in the world to our kids.
So anything else you want to add to this about this great program?
I'm super blessed to be in this position, and I love what I'm doing. So if you know of anybody who would like to contribute to Bring On the Books, please let them know. bringonthebooks.info. And again, it's super easy if you want to pick a book and just have it go through your Amazon. If not, just send us a check. So,
okay, so if service clubs need a speaker, you're willing to do that? Can we get your email and your phone number?
It is all on the website.
Okay, great.
Yep.
So I would like to challenge everyone watching this on Cable One or on social media to go and order at least 1 book for their school library. I already put it on social media. I'm going to go put it again.
Yeah.
Our council chat will be on there, so I'm just really excited. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you about this. So,
Sure.
Thanks.
Sure. So, friends and neighbors out there, thank you so much for watching Council Chat, and this is Lori Hunt, your Vice Mayor.